Potentially the easiest knot you will learn at camp is called the Munter Hitch. There is one confusing step in it, but I think you'll get a hang of it. It is very simple, 3 steps to make it happen. Step number 1, you're going to take your rope and you are going to put a loop in it. I always say left over right. So we're going to make a loop by putting the left side of the rope on top of the right. That's step number 1. Step number 2, you're going to make another loop just next to it, again with left over right. Now if I lay these down, you'll see the left side of the rope comes over the right side of the rope. Left side of the rope comes over the right. You make this big loop-the-loop right here. Now I'm going to hold my loops and I'm going to fold this like it's a book. Just fold the 2 halves together. Now, if I were to take, say, a carabiner and clip it right there, you'll end up with something that looks like this. And if you pull on just one side, this is going to slip out pretty easily. That's because this is a slip knot that is used on our giant swing, so that when participants release the end of the rope, they will begin their swing process. I'm going to tie this again. A way to test to make sure if you don't have a carabiner at home is you can just simply grab the middle with your fingers and pull one side of the rope and it should slide through pretty easily. And if you pull the other side of the rope, it'll do the same. One common mistake that we have is we get our 2 loops, remember, left over right, and then people will do either this and they just roll the 2 together. You'll notice that just puts them all side by side. They never cross over. That does nothing. Or they end up crossing something like this. And when you look at this, you'll notice that it crosses but underneath this. This creates what's called a clove hitch. You don't need to learn this knot, but when you tie this knot, if you were to pull it tight, it actually does not move at all. So if you tie your knot and you can't pull it on the other side, you've probably tied the wrong knot.